Okay, hi, welcome you guys. My name is Landy Martin. I'm a trainer here with Heart and Body Naturals, 100K Sapphire, and I'm going to be working with my cohort tonight, my buddy, my best friend, Michelle Marie. Both of us, I've made over probably $70,000 using Facebook alone. I know Michelle has made probably over 100K as well with her other company and this company. So, I don't tell you that to brag. I tell you that so you know that we know how to market on Facebook. Okay. And so what we hope to do tonight is just to share some stuff with you that we've learned along the years and that, we think will really, really help you. And if you're new to Facebook marketing, these are going to be some things I think that you're really going to be able to implement and just get results literally like tonight if you implement them tonight. So I am going to do a share screen real quick. And if you will do me a favor, go ahead and put in the chat where you're dialing in from. I know some of you guys already did. And let me know, Michelle, if you can see my screen. Can you see it?
I can. Yep.
Okay, awesome. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started. All right, guys, welcome to our Facebook Marketing 101. We're going to help you get the results you want with your Facebook marketing. So the first thing I want to talk about tonight is setting up your profile. We want to make sure that you have a clear and great picture of yourself on Facebook. You want it to be inviting, maybe you're smiling, maybe you're not, but you definitely don't want to be like angry or you don't want to have a picture of like your rabbit or your dog or your baby. We love pets, animals, and babies, but when we are, say, talking to somebody who doesn't know us, or say we're texting cold PIMs out in the market, we want people to be able to come to Facebook and see that we're a real person, that we're relatable, okay? And so we want to have a clear picture of ourselves, okay, on our profile picture. And that's best if it's just you, because you're the one in business. Also, you want to have a good cover photo. Now, I don't recommend putting a big billboard about your business on Facebook, because if you do that, people are going to possibly go to your company and join under someone else. Okay. We want to build that trust, that know, like, and trust factor, because nobody's going to do business with us until they know us, like us, and trust us. And they won't ever do that if you are constantly branding your company or product too much. They're just going to go to Amazon and order. We don't want that to happen. We want them to come to us. So we want to create curiosity. We want them asking us questions. So we want to be sure and not give everything away. Keep a little curiosity on the table. The other thing we're going to talk about is setting up your bio properly. And that's the place underneath on your profile that you tell just a little bit about yourself. You let people know a little bit about you. Do you want to add anything to that, Michelle, before I go to the next slide? Do you have any other tips on that?
You're good.
Okay. So this is an example of a great cover photo. This is Tanya Eliza. She's a multiple 7-figure, maybe even 8-figure earner now. She's a mentor of mine. And you can tell a lot from her cover photo. You can tell she likes to travel. You can tell she's in business of some sort. She's, obviously branding herself. It says living life and loving it. So something like this on your cover photo is great. But also maybe a picture of you and your family, you and your team. Whatever, something that lets people have a little glimpse into who you are. Okay, so that's all you want on your cover photo. You do not want a picture of a bunch of HBN products or any of that, because what is that person really learning from that? And it looks salesy, and we all know that no one likes to be sold to. So these are some examples of some bios that work really, really well. I just went and randomly grabbed some. So there's a couple of different styles here. Some people do here's some information about me with a fun, cute emoji. And those work really well. Another type that works really well is this one right here. I got from, I think it was Tina's profile, and it's the help message. What do you do? What's in it for me? You're telling people, I help people look great, feel better. I help people live their best life, right? So if you have something like that in your profile, when you go to friend somebody and they come to your profile, they're going to see the nice cover photo. They're going to see the nice picture of you, smiling, hopefully, inviting, right? And they're also going to see a little bit about you. If you're a Christian, you're proud of that, put it on there. If you're a patriot and you're proud of that, put it on there. But also you can tell them, what do? You help others. You do this, you do that. Give them a little snapshot into your life. Chuck's talks about being a veteran. So if an Army vet comes over there, they're going to relate to him. That's going to build trust. And like I said, people don't order or join you until they trust you. So now mine, I did, and this is mine here, the deep platform one, because I knew that a lot of people that were in my network before, and I had a very, very large network before I was deleted off Facebook 2 different times. And I wanted people to be able to find me because my last name changed, because I had to change my last name when I came back so I wouldn't get kicked off again. So I wanted them to be able to find me again and know that that's who I am. Okay, so I've trained on this in the past. And did you want to add anything on the bios? Any tips
You're
on
good.
that? Okay, cool. Okay, so the 3 activities that we want to engage in every single day if we want to build on Facebook, it's very simple. If you're going, I want to market on Facebook, but I don't know what to do, you just do these 3 things. This is all I do. I do it every day. This is all Michelle does. This is what Tina does. This is what, everybody that's building on Facebook, Megan Deavy, that's what she's doing. So we're growing our audience, number 1. First and foremost, point blank in the story. If you don't have an audience, you cannot sell to anybody. Okay. So if you have 14 friends on Facebook and you're posting a picture and you're wondering why nobody's interacting, you got to add friends, guys. You got to add more people. Get to 5,000 friends as fast as you can without getting kicked off Facebook or anything. Like, we don't want to spam people and just be like, randomly adding people. But seriously, go to groups, try to meet people, add like-minded people. Interact and engage with those people. That is the only way that you're going to build trust with your audience, is to interact and engage with them. Okay. So you want to make sure you're doing that, and you're doing it on a consistent basis. We're also going to solve problems every day and offer solutions. What does that mean? We get to have the fun of sharing our link to our business or our product. And we're going to do this. We're going to get to the point where we're doing this every day, because we're going to grow our audience to the point where we have a lot of people to talk to. Okay, so how are we going to grow our audience? You're probably wondering. We are going to always be adding people. Sorry, I got to go back. I keep having to admit people, and then it takes it off of screen share. So we're going to constantly build our audience by adding new people to our network daily. And this is something we do on Power 30 every Monday through Thursday. We take 30 minutes out of our day and we go through our friends list. We delete old inactive accounts. We delete friend requests that have been sitting there. This is going to show Facebook that we're active and keeping our friends list fresh. That's going to raise our presence. It's going to raise our algorithm. Okay. We can leverage the power of social media with lives and videos. So Facebook loves it when you go live, and they're going to show that to more people. So like when you're doing a one-on-one presentation in Messenger, that's one thing, but when you can go live or do a video, you can reach hundreds of people depending on how many views that video gets. So we want to leverage that to grow our audience. So if you're doing that, more people are going to follow you. The audience is going to get bigger, and you're going to have more prospects to talk to. So the second part of our 3 things we do every day is the interact with your audience. And how you're going to do this is you are going to serve. You're going to provide valuable content, okay, that's share worthy. And if you're new and you're going, well, I know I need to post, but I'm really not sure what to post, we have a formula called the Hire Formula. And it's just going to give you ideas like, can I share something that could help someone today? Can I share something that can inspire someone today? And then relationships. Can I share a little bit about my life? Can I share, me and the kids out at the park? Can I talk about how I love that I get to work when I want, so I can take the kids to the park? Somebody might say, hey, what do you do for a living? What do you, I want to work from the park. So we want to pique curiosity. That has to be our main objective, is piquing curiosity, not just putting it all out there and telling everybody what we do. So education, again, is, sharing your knowledge, showing people you are good at what you do. You know what? All you got to do is go to your HBN library, read a little bit about zinc, copy and rework the information, and share some knowledge about zinc and why it's good for the body and why we all need it and things like that. Show people that you're the expert. That is what's going to make them want to come to you and order from you or join you. Okay. So we really got to work on building up our own loyalty, our own trust with people, because if they don't think you care about them, they don't trust you, or they don't think you're good at what you do, then they're not going to join you. Okay. And at the end of the day, it's our responsibility to build all that up so that they will. So ask for engagement on your posts. Ask for what you want. Say, hey, PM me for more information, or please comment below if you've ever done this and it didn't work, or whatever. We want to just talk to our audience like they're there and we want to engage with them, respond to their comments. And Michelle at the end of this has some good tips on how we respond, how we raise our algorithm and all of that. One tip I want to give on this is you can go to leaders like Tanya Liza or Eric Worre, engage with them and their followers. Recruit up, guys. If you're a little intimidated by that, it's okay. Get outside your comfort zone, because that's how you get better. That's how we all get better. But the other thing I can tell you is there's people over there just like you. There's people over there just like me. There's people over there that are like us, and we can make friends. And if you make like-minded friends that are already following someone like Tanya Liza, they're going to be more open to network marketing, because they wouldn't be following them over there if they weren't already in network marketing. So that's just a tip on how you can friend more people and raise your presence on Facebook there. So I just want to talk a little bit. This is the hire formula that I mentioned, and this is just going to give you ideas. So when you sit down and you want to post daily and you say, how can I help somebody? You can do that in numerous ways. You can provide tips. Okay, say you're a gardener and you garden. You can share a real helpful tip around gardening, because your business is going to come from your network. And it doesn't have to be people that are already in HBN or already in network marketing. It's literally, if you're a golfer and your entire Facebook is golfers, that's who's going to be on your team. Because again, we go back to the fact that people do business with who they know, who they like, and who they trust. So we want to provide helpful tips to our audience, and that can be on anything that solves a problem. It could be, how to fix a toilet. It could be how to garden, how to crochet, whatever you're into. Know your audience and just give them what they want as far as that goes. Now, you can also share articles that would provide value. You can do entertaining videos, because people love to laugh. But, just have fun with it and just keep in the back of your mind, how can I help these people? Not how can I sell them? How can I get them into my business? But how can I help them? If you do that, it's going to be very, very easy for you to post. Okay. Do you have anything else on that, Michelle? I just want to make sure I'm okay. Good. And just feel free if you do, if an idea comes to your head, just jump in. On inspiration. Okay. This is just another way you can post when you're sitting there going, what am I going to post? We can share religious stuff here. If you're into that, you can share inspirational, funny stuff, silly stuff, serious stuff. This is where we just want to focus on value and we want to build trust. Okay. Make sure you're portraying yourself in a trustworthy manner, because we're using these posts to build that trust so that people will get to know us and want to join us. Relationships. This is where you're going to give them a peek. Okay. Give them a peek into your life. Now, if you don't want to show your kiddos, I like this picture because it's just showing the kids throwing rocks at the lake. If you do show your kiddos, then that's fine too. Share things of you and your family where you're all doing stuff together. Show them you're a regular person that has a regular life, okay, that you're caring, you're relatable. If you show your pets, people love animals, guys. Show your pets, talk about your dog, show a picture of you on your dog on your boat. All that's relatable. People will talk to you, they'll engage with your post. That's going to raise your presence on Facebook. It's going to, now when you share your business, guess what? More people are going to see it, okay?
And just to add to that, I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like for me, I don't like sharing my children on social media publicly. So there's an option where you can still share, but to your friends only. So if you don't want the whole world to see, you can just select friends only instead of public, so that you're still able to share some of your life, not with the whole world, but with your friends.
Great tip. Yeah, you can make things private. And so we want to, be sure and do that if we're sharing, even pictures of our kids or whatever. So the last one I'm going to talk about is education. When we use education, we show people how competent we are. I always say, I'm not going to hire a plumber that is incompetent. Y'all, there's a plane going over my head. Can you hear me, or did I freeze?
We can hear you.
I hear the plane going. Okay. So you want to share things that show people you're good at what you do. Because, I talk about this. People want to know, do you care about them? Can they trust you? And are you good at what you do? If they answer no to any of those three, they will not ever join you or buy from you. Okay, so we want to make sure that they can trust us, and that we care, that we're not just trying to get them, okay, and that we're competent. Now, how do we show we're competent? We are products of the product. We're doing videos. We're showing people we're a product of the product. We're following up. We're messaging them and, hey, do you have any questions about the link I shared last week? So that shows them we're professional and we're competent. that builds their trust with us and is going to make them want to join us more if we are doing a good job with all of that. Okay. Study up on your industry and your products. You don't have to know them all, but you want to know a little bit about what you're talking about. And HBN has an amazing library with tons of information, so you can learn a little bit about that. You can share stuff from the HBN library, just make it your own, make it original, because Facebook does not like duplicate content. And that's one of the things I wanted to say on this slide is if you just copy and paste someone else's post, and it's like, that's great, you're doing something and you're taking that step. The only issue with that is that Facebook will suppress those because Facebook does not like duplicate content. It needs to be original. Okay. So I don't care if you change, 5 words around or move, make it your own, because Facebook won't show it. And then you'll be like, well, I shared this and then my friends wanted to interact. Well, no, not necessarily. Facebook just didn't show it. The other thing that Facebook won't show is stock photos. So if you're going to use, and when I say stock photos, I mean like all those cute little social media pictures that are in our back office. Those are going to work better on your story. And Michelle can touch on that in a minute. She's going to do stories, but those will not work on your page if you're sharing those from your back office and the only people liking them are us, like the people on your team. It's because we already know you and all that, but you really want new people. You want leads, right? So we want to pique curiosity. So if you do share a picture of a product, I recommend you're in the picture or one of your kids are in the picture, or you make it interesting in some way, because one, if somebody sees that in your news feed, it looks really salesy to them, and it's just not interesting, and you want to be interesting. So you want them to be more interested in what you have. You want to pique that curiosity. So basically on education, you're just going to know your audience and just give them what they want. Okay. You're going to know their pain and you're going to offer that painkiller. So if you are doing a good job of interacting, getting to know them and building up your trust factor, then you're going to know which product you can offer. Okay. Or the business or whatever. So I want to share some quick stats on Facebook. I've shared these before, but I really recommend leading with the products on Facebook. And the reason is because you are 4 times more likely to get an order, okay, or to have someone join and get an order. 1 out of 5 people order after sampling something. Now, that doesn't mean if you send out 5 samples, you're going to get an order, okay? You have to understand like averages, you could get 2 orders back to back and then 18 times no order. But what that means is that, 1 out of 5 orders, that's the average. So that's pretty good, actually, knowing that stat, that if you can get samples into enough people's hands, you are going to get some orders. It works. It's been done since the beginning of history, and it works. Now, if you are a network marketer that is very well established and you have a whole page of network marketers that follow you, then yeah, you can lead with the business. And, maybe it won't take you 1 out of 20. Maybe it'll be a little higher. But for people starting out that are brand new, leading with the business is going to be very difficult because, not as many people want to be in business, only so many people want to be a teacher, only so many people want to be an astronaut, and only so many people want to be network marketer. And so it's going to be a lot lower percentage than somebody who might order a product. Okay. So if you want to have success, lead with the products. And once you have them as a customer, it's very easy to say, hey, Michelle, I know you love the coffee. And, do you know anybody else who might love it? And if you do, I'll tell you what, I can show you a way to get it for free. Does that interest you? So it's easy to segue from customer to business if you have someone already using the products. Remember, your customers are your hottest market. They're your biggest fans. They already trust you. They're already ordering a product. So they are going to be your hottest market for getting people segued over into building a business. But we just got to approach them the right way. And the best way is just, hey, would you be interested in getting your products for free? I can show you how to do that. It's going to be yes or no. And if not, no big deal. I know you love your products and we can just keep you as a customer. That's great. All right, real quick, I'm going to go over, we're doing great on time. I'm going to go over the 411 strategy. This is a proven strategy. It's a 6-day posting strategy that is really good, especially for new people who are just starting out on Facebook and you're not really established. Somebody who's been doing this for years, they can probably do day 1 through 4 in 1 day. Like they may want to post 3 or 4 value posts and then plug their business. And it's because they already have worked years to build that audience. They've already built that loyalty and trust. And so they can just come out and plug their business. If you're brand new and you have 20 friends and you're working on building that audience and you come out and you offer and you start selling, those people that just joined you, that just got on your page, they might kind of go. So we want to be sure and build that trust and value up first. So this is a proven strategy, and you can do day 1 through 4 providing value. And that is where we go back to our hire. I talked about, can you help? Can you inspire? Can you share something about your life? Can you educate? Okay, no hashtags, no call to action, just value, guys, just serve. When you serve, it comes back to you. And keep that in mind. Day 5, soft offer. You can do a video showing how you make your shake, your protein shake. And then let me know if you're interested in learning more. Okay. And then on the 6th day, we can hit them with a hard offer. If you're interested in it, a photo with you and your shake. If you're interested, I have $25 off. PM me for more details. PM me for your gift card, whatever call to action you want, any kind of special deals you're doing. If you buy a black seed, I can get you one for $3. Just be creative with it, but you can do a hard offer. But I don't recommend doing that until day 6 if you are brand new and you're trying to warm your audience up. So that's kind of the order that you would go in that, and you can snapshot that if you want or whatever. So we're going to focus on building relationships. In sum, this is what we're doing. We're building trust. We're sharing results of what we're doing and how we got here. Okay. Share your journey. Talk about when you joined and what it's done for you, your weight loss, whatever it was. If your hair was falling out and you started taking black seed, now it's not falling out anymore. Guys, share your personal story. Obviously, don't make medical claims, but just share your story, build trust with your audience, and build those relationships. That's going to be key. So here's a couple of post comparisons, and then I'm going to turn it over to the one and only Michelle Marie. This first one, guys, when we join, we're all so excited. We're like, oh my God, I found the best company. The products don't have any chemicals. We can save you from cancer, all this stuff, right? Check it out. I've got free stuff, money too. That's great. We're excited. We all did this in the beginning, but the first problem with that is it has a medical claim in there, which we do not do, like big no. The second thing is, it's just not as genuine. It's just a little over the top. People are going to look at that and go, oh, here we go, another one of those business posts where somebody just joined a new company. So the more effective way that you're going to get much better response would be just talking to them like you'd talk to your best friend. Hey, you guys, if you follow my post, that I'm super picky about what I put in my kids. I'm super picky about the products I take, the ingredients I take, and I'm so excited because I found a company that actually is organic and they don't have any of that gunk in their products. And I would love to share it with you. Would you like a sample? I'd love to share with you. PM me for some more information. So that's going to be more effective. You will get 10 times more of the response on that second one than you will the first one. That's just to give you an idea. Now, after this, sorry, we can go live, but what we can do is, I was going to say put comments in the live and then we'll answer all those. But, I'll check the chat while Michelle is talking. And I want to just introduce her. She is a 52K, re-ranked as Pearl Director. So proud of her, you guys. She was down to the wire, like before this morning, and so close. And she just worked her butt off to get here. So please give her some love in the chat, give her a hand, give her some applause. So proud of her. So she's going to actually go over a couple of things. And this is her first slide, and she wanted to go over this. I'm just going to turn it over to you, girl. Go ahead.
Hey guys, thank you so much, Landy. So much knowledge tonight. I really appreciate you doing this last minute. I think with this amazing new product that we have dropping and all these new people, we have people that are not familiar with, posting in social media. And I think this is really important. So thank you for taking the time out of your busy weekend. Good evening, everybody. I'm going to talk about, just to give a few tips on posting. I've done a few challenges online and I've learned some things. Some of you may already know these steps or tips already, but when you, before you post, you want to boost your newsfeed. So for about 10 to 15 minutes, you want to literally just go through your newsfeed and start hearting and wow and using the care emoji and boost the feed, because the more you boost the feed, those people that you're boosting their posts, they're going to see you in their newsfeed. So the emojis that you want to use are the like, the love, more so the love, and the wow. if you use the angry or sad emoji, it actually lowers your algorithm. So heart everything. I heart everything. I never like, I either heart or wow everything. So you want to do that for 10 to 15 minutes. And when you're posting, you don't want to copy and paste. As Landy was talking about before, when you copy something and paste it and use the same photo, it does, lower your algorithms. And Facebook really does like flag it as spammed. The same thing when you share stuff. Like, so if you're taking somebody else's post and hitting that share button and sharing it to your page, and so many other, even if not a lot of people have shared it, but especially when you have like hundreds of people that have shared like those cute puppy dog posts, it's literally going to mark it as spam as well. So if you want to do anything, if you're going to use the same content, you want to copy it, you want to change the wording around, you want to use different emojis, you want to use your own original photo or a different photo off the internet and make it your own, add music to it, add effects or visuals. You really want to change it up and make it unique. But as Landy was saying before, you really want to use a photo if you have the product at home, make it original, make it about you. I love taking pictures like outside with the product. I love having Olivia jump on the trampoline and just doing fun photos. That really catches people's eyes when they see things other than just the photo, because when I'm scrolling through the feed and I just see stock photos, I'm like, oh, they're selling something. So make it unique, make it your own. And when you're posting, you want to be real and raw. So don't be afraid to share your story. People are looking for things that they can relate to. If somebody has chronic pain and they have no solution, they're looking for a solution. So, be real, be raw. Don't be afraid, because people will be able to relate to things that you're putting out there. So going back to this picture right here. So Audrey, we're using Audrey's comment, for example. So when somebody comments on your post, this was one of my posts that Audrey had commented on. It was about the protein, and I was adding like a couple of apricot seeds. And so she commented, I hearted, I hit reply to her comment. Now her name automatically pops up when you hit reply. Delete the name. Use 3 emojis, no space. You'll know that you're doing it right when it'll come up big. If it comes up really, really tiny, like the rest of the wording, you got to get rid of the spaces and back it up and do it over again. So I'm not replying to her with words. I'm just hearting it, and I'm using 3 emojis. So then, as you can see, well, she commented again, but you can see my bottom comment, I actually tagged her in the comment and started responding then. So not only did I comment to her reply with an emoji, I'm boosting my algorithms even more because I'm commenting twice to the same person. So does that make sense? So you want to use the 3 emojis. You also want to comment with at least 5 words. So before it was 3 words, but now Facebook is kind of lowering the algorithms to that. So you want to make sure when you're replying to somebody, you have at least 5 words. If you want to add a bunch of emojis at the end, go right ahead, but use at least 5 words. The other thing when you're sharing, like let's say you're not even talking about anything HBN related, but there's an article that you want to share. I always screenshot like the heading of the article so that it's like eye catching. And then I always type link in comments. So I never ever share links, not even to my business. So you always want to put links to other stuff, not HBN stuff, in the comments. But when you're sharing your HBN information, when I post, you'll never see me post anything that says usually Heart and Body Naturals or products. If I'm posting about products, I'm usually just blocking it out because I want to build a relationship with somebody and I want to get to know what they're looking for. I could easily just throw my link in the comments as a reply to everybody and just say, here's my link, message me if you have any questions. But somebody might be on your page for pain, but you might find out that they have anxiety or depression or, anything. They want to lose weight. There could be so many other things that they're looking for, but they came to your post because they saw pain. But when you get to talking to them in the chat, it's more personal and you learn more about them. But a lot of times people will open up to you about their family or somebody, and then there's a referral for you as well. So for me, I love building relationships with people. It's just more personal. People really do open up, especially over the last 2 years with everything going on. People want to talk to people. You don't know how many people are out there that are just sitting at home, that have lost their jobs, they're homeschooling their kids. They want people to talk to. So I never share my links in any of my posts at all. The other thing that I wanted to recommend too is, you don't have, like Landy said, we have so many products. You don't have to know every single product, especially if you're new and you're just getting started. Pick between three to five products that you use in your home that you want to share with people. Some of the popular ones that we have are the Nova Coffee, now the Fulvic, Nourish, black seed oil. Those are great products that you can use and share with other people. You don't have to know every single product that we offer and carry. Another thing is, join groups of interest. There's so many groups out there on social media for you to meet new people. Join those groups. If you like gardening, if you like crocheting, join those groups. Send people friend requests. That's honestly how I meet a lot of people too. It's always from groups of interest. So we can go on to the next slide. I'm sorry, I don't want to take up too much time. So I'm going to talk about stories real quick. I don't know if you guys can see it too well.
Sorry,
it's blurry.
It was just blurry and I couldn't make it more clear.
Okay. All right. So I'll explain what it is. So if you guys want to write down on a piece of paper and just set up like 10, how it's set up like that, 10 little spots. When you go to stories to post to stories, you don't want to post like a bunch of photos or a bunch of memes. You want to kind of change it up a little bit. And so this is if you're going to do a 10 slide story. You could do a 5 slide story or a 10. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but I highly suggest at least doing a 5 because you want to boost your algorithms. You don't want to go over 10 because once you get to 10, people are like, this is boring. Let me log off, So the first story, you always want to make it a scroll stopper. You want people to look at that and be like, what are they posting? Make it something crazy. It doesn't have to be about anything. I remember the one time I posted, it was something about a piece of like meat and you couldn't tell what it was, but I posted it to my stories and I had over 800 views. Like it was crazy. The second one, you want to post a meme. For this third story, you want to post a product picture. The fourth one, ask a poll. So there's a poll option on your stories where you can, at the top right, you can select music, you can put texts in, in one of your slides, you definitely want to ask a poll. One of the ones that I use a lot that's really popular is Nigella sativa a staple in your home? And people are like, what's Nigella sativa? So, or, do you like ashwagandha in your coffee? And people are like, what? So it kind of like gets them interested in the product, but also like, why are you asking if I like that in my coffee? Next, you could post a personal. It could be of your family, of your pets, of you at the beach. It could be anything. Story number 6, again, product pick. Story number 7, a meme. Story number 8, again, another personal. Story number 9, you can make it boom, like something like, I'd probably have like Olivia doing like triple back handspring or whatever it's called, like on the trampoline, like something that people are going to still follow you to the end. Because the longer people go and follow your stories, that boosts your algorithm too. If people hit forward, or if people leave out of your stories before your stories is actually over, that lowers your algorithms. And then your story is not going to pop up in the beginning of everybody's, when you go to your page and you see all those stories, those are the ones that are getting the most boost. And then story number 10, make it a personal. You don't have to do 10. Like I said, you could do 5, but definitely number 1, you definitely want that scroll stopper for number 1. And there's ways that you can upload, your Facebook stories to Instagram and post them on other, social media platforms. You can link them. So you're kind of killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Number 1 is scroll stopper. So if somebody's scrolling through it, you want them to stop. So put something that's like, you got it? Okay, good. So that's everything that I have. You guys, the Power 30s, we do them every single day, Monday through Thursday, 11:30 Central Standard Time. It is a great opportunity to spend 30 minutes on everything that we're talking about. We do a lot